Hey everyone, it's MeraMangle.
And Chloe Curiosity.
And welcome to another Mangled morning.
Woo!
You look like you want a hot dog real bad. You got a couple hot dogs.
I want one so bad. Oh my god, it's me. Jennifer Coolidge. I'm taking the dog, dumbass.
You do a pretty good voice.
Oh, thank you.
That's been a struggle to get a good one. Wasn't there two good ones on Canada one year?
Yeah, I feel like there's been a couple where they were like not on a US franchise where it was pretty good.
We don't see step down looks a lot.
Yes.
If you don't know what step down looks are, when the previous winner of the season comes down to crown their successor, it's a very like traditional pageant thing. And I was thinking about that when I was putting this together. I was like, wow, like this is how Drag Race really falls into like a traditional pageant.
Yeah.
The way they do the Meet the Queens.
Yeah.
And then they also, come back to give up the crown.
Right.
Working with our local girls, and we're a pageant city. People call it different names.
Yeah.
So I got used to calling it your give up look.
Okay. Yeah.
The Drag Race fandom, when I call it the give up look, people get upset. Like I'm saying they gave up. Like, no, they're giving up the crown.
No, like that's a normal
they're giving
term,
up their reign.
It's your give up look.
Today what we're going to be looking at is the US step down looks from the first season where they officially did it as a pageant moment, which was Jinkx Monsoon giving up her title on season 6 finale.
That's the first time they did it? They didn't have anybody...
The year before that, when Jinkx won, they had all the winners come out for the first time ever. In previous times when we've discussed this, we included them, but it's not necessarily fair to, like, hold them to the same standard.
Right.
When it's somebody's, like, moment.
Yeah.
They get to have a giant entrance. They get to talk about their year. Mm-hmm. It's a whole thing that started with Jinkx. So there's 12 total from season 6 finale on to 17's finale, which was Nymphia Wind.
Yeah.
And that one is really what I feel like has inspired this list. Her step down look, it's the most recent, obviously, but also because people really wanted a reevaluation of like, where are they all at?
Right, where do they all land?
It got people excited.
Yeah.
We're going to give our opinions and our like tops, our favorites of all time.
Yeah.
But we're going to do it as a ranking, and it's going to be based on the Patreon members' votes. So make sure you join the Patreon. I'm doing that as part of the speech a little early. Because in addition to supporting the channel and all that, and getting the extra content and the live streams, you also get to vote in the polls to influence the videos that we do.
Let's see if we agree with you.
So, yeah, we're going to get into that. We're going to start off with, like, the lowest rated and work our way up to the highest, number 1.
Okay.
Should we talk about, like, who our
favorites are, or should we say it as we go?
I was going to say, maybe we should say, like, this is in my top 3 as we go.
Okay.
That way it's still a surprise.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that.
More
should we say this is in our top 3, or what? Like, if it's our favorite. Because I kind of have, like, a top 3.
I didn't rank my top 3.
I think I have a top 3, but, like, a ranking
I would say it.
Okay.
So we're going to get into all that, but before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and, of course, like I said, join the Patreon, where you can see all kinds of additional content you can't see on YouTube, plus you're helping support the channel. Feel redundant. Now, you can also support the channel by tipping on Venmo or CashApp, like our buddy Dino B, always coming through for us. He's got all the Mangle merch. And another comment about he loved my Nightwing. He said, I mean this in the most respectful way. Your Nightwing look made me feel things. I love that.
You make me feel.
All I had to do was break out the leather. Who knew? Of course, you can also tip using the YouTube thanks, which we'll go over some of those at the end of the video. August Alexa in their MeraMangle shirt and the super...
I think Alexia. Or am I making that up?
Well... oh, yeah. August Alexia. What'd I say?
Alexa.
Oh. Get the links below, and then send me your photos and you'll be featured in a video. I don't know if I put this in a video, to be honest, because this was in my, like Rolodex of things to, like, add to videos.
Yeah.
But it was really old. Or, not really old, but like a month or two, And I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I did this, but considering you were up in the geesh, you deserve a couple shout-outs.
Right.
And I already did all that promotion. A couple of the Canadian finales... step down looks, Priyanka and Icesis Couture. It has to at least be an honorable mention, because if we were including everything, they are some of the ultimate of all time, and like set a bar that's just unreal.
I'm still like obsessed with Priyanka's. It was so good. Honestly, both of those were phenomenal.
I feel like it would just be rude to
not
even mention them.
Yeah, both of those are on par with like the really amazing looks that we have in the US.
I bet if I put them in the poll, they'd probably end up at the top.
Yeah.
They'd be in people's top 3s or top 4s.
Agreed.
So we're starting off with number 12, the lowest rated, which is Jinkx Monsoon. She's the first one.
Yeah.
She
set like a standard, I guess. Like,
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was so elevated for her.
It was gorgeous.
Oh.
It gives me like
I should have put the little Funko on the set today.
Oh,
She's
where's
way
she
over
at?
there. She's way over there.
It gives me like Emerald City vibes.
Yes, very that.
Yeah, I love it. The
Which
green
is
is
very
really
on theme
pretty
for
on
her.
her. Yes.
Yeah, the green with the green with the red.
Right.
Although her particular like orange is really good with green.
It's a really pretty color.
You should just grab her because you
Should I
can
get her?
up, Yeah,
I'm gonna get her.
Your breast won't prevent you. I've got a train
That's true.
to sit. Too bad you don't have a purse today. Put her in your
Right.
wrist.
Here she is. Check her out, everyone.
I think it is beautiful, but also I understand why it wouldn't really be getting the votes because you're voting from amazing looks to insane, unreal looks.
Exactly.
Like, that's the bar.
That's so real. Like, because it's gorgeous. It's just like there's some looks that are just incredible on this list.
She really does look so young now.
Right?
It barely looks like her. It's like she's fresh out of high school. Up next at number 11, Bob the Drag Queen.
This one was also fabulous.
It is beautiful. It was a surprise from her.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like what we'd seen from her on her season, but it is beautiful. She also, I think, had the most unfortunate spot to follow up in terms of the previous year.
Yeah.
She had followed the season 7 winner. And I think people forget sometimes too that even though you're looking at them individually, I think it always still, even the long game plays a factor in how you remember, how it seals in your brain.
Right. I think it's very pretty. I think we've seen her since do like even better looks.
Everything she wore and we're here.
Right. So
Every
I'm like,
week.
so we've seen her do even more incredible looks. So
also her makeup was still rough around the edges.
Right. I mean, and her fashion in season 8 was a lot different than it is now, I think.
Right. It was a journey.
Yeah.
Just like Jinkx.
Yeah, true.
I mean, yeah, we started off with Comedy Girls.
Yeah.
Up next at number 10, the only queen that had to do hers from home, Yvie Oddly.
Yes.
But she was super creative.
It is very creative, and it's fun, and it speaks to Yvie Oddly's brand.
It's still on brand.
Right.
It's still fun. It totally works. I love that she had a sock heel,
Right.
And she had to make all that.
It's, like, not, like, my favorite look-wise, but I love it because it's, like, she did the best with what she had, and we were all at home at this point.
Wasn't this when you literally couldn't leave the house? Yeah, because this was Jaida's season.
Yeah.
And that's, like, 2020.
Yeah, when they had the whole finale
the beginning of it.
And I'm sure if she was able to do it fully, like, on stage, we would have seen something even more incredible. So.
Yeah, I would love to see, like, what it,
Because she turns looks.
She really does. Up next at number 9, Aquaria.
Yes. This one, I like this one, too. It's fun. It's, like, different, like, the Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, Fabrielle, I didn't know this, but she pointed out that it was a specific, like, I think anime character or manga or something.
Oh,
like
okay, I didn't know that.
But it definitely just reads as Phoenix. If you
I just thought Phoenix, like a rising from the ashes.
Which, now knowing context, I think with what Fabrielle says, what it's supposed to be, maybe it makes more sense for her.
Yeah.
But Phoenix Rising from the Ashes, to me at the time, and still now, like, as a theme for her crowning year, it didn't make any sense.
Because she kind of was...
She was never a Phoenix
She did
Rising.
good the whole time, yeah.
She was always, like, the A+ social media. She was always, like, the girl.
Right. So,
it was an odd choice, but it was beautiful.
But I do love the look.
So beautiful, yeah.
I just think, like, even though it's a fabulous look, it's still, like... It isn't, like, as crazy as some of the other looks we've seen.
And it just... I also really like them when they are on brand or tell us something about the queen, Up next, Jaida Essence Hall.
Yes.
She barely got to have a live finale. This was such a surprise for me.
Yes, she looks so stunning.
She did. The hair under the eye, though, drove me nuts. You liked it?
I love it! I love, like... I don't know why, but it feels so different with this hair, like, coming up right here.
I mean, it was different, but but it's almost like the hair's a weed growing out their face, like, can't control it. I bet this would be great for, like, a photo shoot, like, high art,
I just love that when people do that swirl with the hair, especially if you're wearing, like, a headpiece, so then you can still have, like, a little hair showing, but it's like...
Do you know what this reminded me of? And this is not a read. It reminded me of, like, Jafar from Aladdin.
Girl.
It was giving that.
I can kind of see it.
I mean, that's the first... I remember when I first saw it, I was like, that's really cool, but she does remind me of Jafar.
Yeah.
And then that hair drove me nuts. It's very like a quilted, kind of almost, it's giving like bedding fabrics.
Yeah, it looks very like a thick fabric. Yeah.
Was she cold?
Maybe.
But you like it?
I do. I think it's cute. I mean, it's not my favorite look, but it's cute.
I think this also, kind of like I was just saying with Aquaria's, I don't really know. It's very regal, which is Jaida's
It does
brand.
feel a little different for Jaida.
Yeah, I would like to maybe hear more of, like, why.
Right.
Next, Bianca Del Rio, number 7.
Love this look.
I feel like this is actually underrated for how fierce it is.
Yeah.
This is the next one after Jinkx. She kind of raised the bar.
Same. I think, like, it kind of set a tone that, like, to take it to that next level,
right.
You know? And it was just so fun and different to see her paint herself fully a different color.
Yeah,
like,
it's fierce.
Yeah. And she's like, shiny. Like, she looks like an award. Like, she looks like...
She said, I'm coming as the award.
Yeah.
I've crystallized.
Yes. I loved this look.
It was epic. Bianca could have just worn another gown, and then maybe the step-down look wouldn't be such a thing where it felt like they were, like, one-upping each other sometimes.
But, like, think, because, like, her brand was already, like, wear a gown. So, she could have just worn a gown. And I love that she...
Completely unexpected.
Switched it, yeah.
And gave us a moment. Up next, giving us a full tree, Willow Pill. Is so beautiful.
It is really pretty.
So beautiful. The color on her was great.
The willows, like, just the fact that she had this, like, draped over her, I thought that was so fabulous.
And the silhouette, like, the shape of the dress on her, I mean, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
I will say, you know, when you're looking at, especially the last few step-down looks, the vibe of the gowns, and then even the epicness of them. Yeah. They start to feel like almost a collection.
Yeah. Hers feels like it could be in the same collection as Sasha Colby's.
Absolutely.
Like, for sure.
I said that the last 3, they're giving me the same collection, but earth, water, and air or something.
Yes.
You know, like,
with Nymphias. Yeah, that's true.
And up next, at number 5, right above her, Sasha Colby.
Wait, I kind of love this, like, theory now. Because, like, they really do, all 3 go really good.
Like, watch this.
Oh! Sorry, Jinkx.
I thought that was your earring. I forgot you had her there.
Sorry, girl. We'll put you here.
And I was like, why is your earring that heavy?
It's a weight. It's a dumbbell.
So, like, even look at the way they're all posing as they come out. I just thought it was funny that this, like, they are, like, giving...
They did the same, like...
Because the silhouette, it makes sense. Yeah. I understand why they did it.
So we have earth, wind, and water. Someone needs to do a fire that kind of fits in with that theme.
Yeah, because Aquaria's low fire
hers
was too
really,
long. And it doesn't fit with the...
It's not the, same vibe.
What do you think Anya will do?
She should do something with, like, crazy nerves. Like, like, all visible and...
That actually would be super cool. Yeah. It would be, like, more... Because you made me think of Yvie Oddly's muscle look at her finale.
But even also kind of like Violet's, how it... Hers kind of shows, like...
Yeah.
Like, on the skin, on her face.
That could be cool.
I don't know.
Like that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll move on.
Anyway.
She ain't here today. This is very on brand for Sasha Colby.
So good.
It's got the big lump of hair into an updo, and then the breasts are fully out, but she still manages to be in a gown, but in chaps.
Yes.
I just love that she manages to be so naked.
That's so true, because she's like, I'm going to show skin, but I'm going to be wearing a f***ing gown. Like...
Her pasty things are almost like giant-ass earrings.
Yes.
The way they fall.
And I'm also obsessed with how it looks like she's, like, standing in water and, like, a wave is, like,
she's jetting out of
splashing out. Like a mermaid kind of vibe. Like,
yeah.
I love that.
Very, like, statuesque. And, but it is very water feeling.
Right.
Next at number 4 is Symone.
Yes.
Now, Symone is the first one that would be in my top 3.
Really? Yes.
I didn't, like, actually put together I didn't rank my top 3.
Yeah.
But this might be my number 1 ever.
Yeah.
Because it's just so f***ing boss. It was so cool.
Yes.
She, like, said, I'm not going to do what y'all think I should do. I'm going to flip the script. It looks as if it's something simple, but it really isn't. You know, that piece, it's a sculpture.
It looks just like it's wet, but it's, like, made to look like that.
It's a sculpted, piece.
And it looked so good. The pants were everything.
The stoning.
She kind of just did something so different than what everybody else has done, and I love that.
I feel like as time goes on, it ages better and better every time I look at it.
Yeah.
And I do think it's probably my favorite of all time.
And I think it's just so fitting for her as a queen, too.
Just boss energy. Also, you know, think about her finale where they made the top 4 do basically a ball. And every look that Symone, but all the girls did, but Symone can do over-the-top extravagant looks.
Yes.
She could have given us something like that. But like, we've seen her do that to death on the show, especially with that finale.
Yeah.
So, like, for her to do this is, like, it just was perfect. It's
and
perfect.
this is, like, more her brand, I think, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's the coolest girl you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be her. Up next at number 3, Sasha Velour.
Yes. So this is one of the first ones that is on my top 3.
This would be in my top 3, too.
Awesome. Yeah.
So that means one of the top 2 won't make my top 3.
Wait, are the top 3 about to be my top 3, or did I miss one? I can't remember. We'll have to see.
Either or is a possibility. Because I didn't realize till I finally saw one that was mine. I was like, oh, yeah, we got to do that.
I know. I think I might have missed one, but it's okay. We'll go back.
You know what I love about this is it kind of does give, like, superhero cosplay energy. And to me, it's like the yesified Roger the alien from American Dad that I've done. And, like, this is who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But also it's got the whole, like, Garden of Eden twist.
Yes, Garden of Eden, Lady Gaga.
So cool.
Yeah, I just thought it was incredible.
Oh, I was like, why'd you say... yeah, from the new album.
From Mayhem. I just love it. Like, it's so fierce. And I love how she wasn't wearing a wig. Like, it was very her brand.
And that headpiece, like, was just geniusly made.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's just something about the snake wrapped around. It's just so fun.
And the way she walked in it, she knew she just was the girl.
Yeah.
So, number 3 and 4, Symone and Sasha Velour, were 2 points apart.
Okay.
And then the top 2 were also 2 points apart, but they had a lot. They were way ahead.
Yeah.
They were the top 2.
And I do remember these are my top 3.
Good deal.
So I'm excited. I agree with the fans.
I mean, these are very iconic.
We'll see if they're in the order that I was picturing in my head.
At number 2, Violet Chachki.
Oh!
Yeah. You can't beat this. It's forever a classic.
Phenomenal.
It changed the game forever.
To me, I'll just go ahead and say it. It's still my number 1. I haven't seen anything like this crazy since. Like, it's just so good.
Right. Excluding the whole idea of the step downs, just looks we've seen on Drag Race, period.
Yeah.
Looks you've seen on the planet. Like, it would make the best of list for any of that.
Also, I think it was just so shocking for Violet, because it's kind of dark and spooky a little. Mm-hmm. And, like, she wasn't...
But also a version of her that, like, felt correct. Like, it didn't feel like it was off-brand.
Oh, no,
Felt like, because it's very Evil Queen vibe, and that's
true.
You know, kind of her energy that she gave.
It still feels very her aesthetic. It still feels, like, a little burlesque-y and, like, very just stunning and regal.
But we haven't even talked about the crown. The
way it was built into her head.
Right. Insane. The veins,
the makeup. Yeah, like... The prosthetic was amazing.
Every bit of it. Like, there's just so much happening. Which also can sometimes be like, oh, it's too much to look at.
Right.
But this ain't it. It's just perfect. It's artwork.
Yeah.
This should be in a museum. It really should.
It really should. It feels like it could be, like, a really badass, like, evil villain from a movie or something. Like, the evil queen. Like, I literally can see that.
Yeah, Violet Chachki on season 7. That's the movie. This is driving me nuts.
Sorry.
She gotta go. I don't know why stupid stuff like that bothers me. At number 1, Nymphia Wind.
Wow.
It is incredible.
It's fabulous.
She made this herself.
Okay, that actually is... crazy.
Which is so fierce to see, because, you know, we saw her make some incredible looks on the show, but, like, see what she could do with a little bit more time.
That's actually insane, and I will give her extra points for that, because, I mean, I'm sure none of the other queens made it themselves.
Yvie Oddly did.
True. Okay, true.
But yeah,
and maybe Bianca, I don't know.
Actually, Bianca used to do, her live shows, the only time she would not do stand-up is she would do this bit where she would make fun of the Drag Race girls about design challenges, and she would sew a full gown in, like, something silly like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Live on
she was a sewer.
So she could whip it together.
Yeah.
But obviously
this look is incredible.
It's not only just being able to sew and do that kind of stuff. It's also you have to be creative. And
this is like more than just sewing, because this is like an art installation. Like
Right. Right, this is also a museum piece.
Because you have to be, like, she has to be able to build all of that. Like, this is more moving pieces than just being able to sew.
It's insane how it's, like, 3D. Like, it's got... I wonder if this was, like, 3D. I would love to watch a video, like, a full hour-long YouTube video of her talking about this, breaking it down, and how it's all made. Because each piece is just so intricate. Like, this wind kind of... thing is, but I see wind, which makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's like smoke or like wind, like clouds kind of vibes.
Yeah,
that's what I thought too. And Nymphia Wind, it makes sense.
Right.
I love it, and it feels like a stained glass painting to me.
Yes, And that headpiece, like, again, that's one of those things where anytime you have something covering parts of your face, it could feel, like, annoying that you can't see your face or, like, feel silly.
Yeah.
It's so fierce. And also, she did look stunning when she took it off the top.
And this is in my top 3, for sure.
Nice. So the top 3 that from Patreon was... So
y'all, I agree.
You're in sync with Patreon.
I agree with y'all, but if I was going to put them in order, I would have probably still had Violet at number 1 and Nymphia number 2.
And who was your Sasha?
And then Sasha would have been my number 3.
Gotcha.
Also, but I love them all.
Like, the cut of this top is so unique. Like, around the bust. It almost reminds...
Right, that's kind of different.
It almost reminds me of, like, fine china. Like...
Yes! Also, I just noticed now that we're really close, I didn't notice the peacocks, like, on the headpiece. Like, that's so pretty. Just all the little details.
And there's a fucking jaguar behind her.
Yeah, it's, like, insane.
And, like, that shouldn't work.
Right.
And also, I want to know why.
Right? Like...
Oh,
right,
yeah,
because this also could have easily fallen to be
too much,
but it's not.
Well, all these gold pieces, they're all animals. These are birds.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I think it's just an applique in the middle. But then there was I want to say it's like a lobster at the bottom.
Yes, okay.
Or maybe a little angel person.
Or a bird or something like that.
Yeah.
And I do feel like Nymphia's feels like it could fit in the collection, but it feels like the standout piece of the collection.
It's the finale.
Yeah, like
it's the finale of the finale.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier that the Meet the Queen looks, there's some standouts. And Nymphia is the ultimate standout for that.
Oh, yeah.
That water look that she just did for 17.
That was so good.
Incredible. She set a new standard for that.
And I loved that she matched the theme, too.
Yeah.
Like, she kind of, like, did a look that matched with the water look that they did for their promo, you know?
I wonder if some years they give how much info they give them. Because I feel like some years the queens do try a little to match, but, you know, who knows. But also, that's one of those things where you don't want to match it too much because you don't want to have to compete.
You don't upstage or anything.
But she didn't have to
She just said, I don't care. I'm gonna...
She didn't have to worry about that. Two of my other favorites were Sasha Velour and Jaida Essence Hall.
Yes,
those were both others that were like... I think those are like the top 3 Meet the Queens. But
yeah.
Nymphia
turned it. Maybe this will set the tone now for them to start...
I'm telling you.
...up in the ante for that look, too.
I'm going to expect Anya Nerve to come out in something extraordinary. Now it's time to take a look at our YouTube thanks. I love having you back in my routine again. Now part of me thinks Mera enjoys the lax schedule. I love that keeps coming up, too, this week. The lax schedule of so few Drag Race seasons as of late. But the theory on why this year's been so dry, part of them thinks that it's because obviously there's franchises on hiatus. That's a lovely way to say it. Belgium, Germany, Sweden. They're wondering if Thailand could be on that list as well. I believe it is. I would believe you could easily put that on that list. Just the fact that we haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
You know, the only newer franchises that got returns were Mexico and Brazil. But Brazil took a year off.
Yeah.
It's smart to, like, not because we were way oversaturated.
Yeah.
So, you know, bringing a franchise like Brazil back once every year and a half or 2 years, I don't think, you know, or Mexico, I don't think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
But comparatively, we are definitely in a drought.
Yeah.
But at least we got, like, juicy stuff happening with All Stars, and it's big.
And it's a really good season.
Yeah. Well, let us know how you would rank these step-down looks on RuPaul's Drag Race. I have one last thing to say today. Glad you get to see us. Bye!
Bye!
I look down at one thing and then I'm like, what the f*** was I saying?